Hey guys, CB Warrior here, taking a look at the war that we just finished up. And as you can see, we won pretty handedly, um, despite a town hall disadvantage. But that didn't actually really say the whole story, and the story was that these guys had a lot of rushed bases. Um, like their number 6 here, the one that I 3-starred, is Town Hall 10, but as you can see, it's very rushed. Their number 7 as well was a rush Town Hall 10. So you can see that these guys really were not war oriented. However, we had some very nice attacks. So I'm going to show a few of them, starting with Town Hall 7 on Town Hall 8 action by Ninja Warrior. So as you can see with this base, the 2 air defenses on the bottom right there are set towards the outside. So he starts out with the 2 dragons in the corners to get those builder huts and to help create his funnel, so that way his dragons will push into that more of that inner core and stay away from the storages, which are going to get them hung up and killed quicker. So he drops the rages there to get through those high HP buildings. And that allows the dragons to get to the air defense, 2 breaths in rage, and they're gone. And as soon as the CC comes out, you'll see that he has his king dropped right there, and then CC hogs. Unfortunately, there's a giant bomb right there, right away, but those hogs get in, they do the job, and they take out that last air defense before it even gets a shot off on any of his dragons. You can see he still has several dragons up at this point in time, and as his hogs push further into the base, they take care of that mortar before finally getting sprung by that spring trap. Now, his king did go down, but there are still 4 dragons up and only 2 air defenses left, one of which is a wizard tower, which really can do nothing against dragons. The archer tower is going down now, and that's all there is to it. Just 2 more buildings, and boom, 3 stars. So moving on to their next attack, I am going to look at Jabip attacking their number 13, just 1 up, and another air attack. One of the things about this clan is that they had a lot of underdeveloped air defenses, and so you can see he started the same as Ninja in the corners. Goes ahead and creates a nice funnel with that back and forth motion with his dragons. And as you can see, they've already started to congregate in that middle and are pushing in. Now, see, right now I would have already dropped my rage. And I would have dropped it probably a little further out, looting those balloons a little bit faster. The other thing is he doesn't drop his poison here, and his balloons get roasted by those CC troops that come out. Now, they're not really doing much damage to his dragons. However, it would have been helpful to just drop those a little bit sooner. That poison would have taken care of all that. So, as you can see, his dragons are slowly but surely actually getting picked off one by one here. And he loses 2 dragons there in the middle very quickly. And that leaves his dragons kind of stranded on the outside, dealing with those archer towers pecking away at him. So he does drop his king here, and he hits his ability because he's trying to push those dragons more towards the middle, which he needs to do, because if he doesn't, they're going to go around the outside and they're going to get pecked to death by those air defenses. And right there you can see those 2 dragons in the middle got roasted by a Seeking Air Mine and that archer tower. But there's still 1 dragon left, and that Barb King is distracting that archer tower, and that Tesla's not really going to do a whole lot to that dragon. And he distracts that archer tower just long enough for that dragon to get in range, take care of the Tesla, and then that archer tower And then that's it. It's just a matter of cleanup. And if he has enough time, which he had more than enough time, that swag poison there in the middle, leading to the 3 stars. Good job, Bijabit. Alright. Next one is actually going to be a Town Hall 8 hitting a Town Hall 9. But once again, like I said, this clan had a lot of rush bases. So when I say Town Hall 9, pretty much the only thing is that they have expos. This guy didn't even have a queen. So he starts out with that 1 hog lure, drops the poisons, and to help take care of those giants. They do go away from his golem like he was anticipating, unfortunately. But it doesn't really matter. He drops that 2nd poison and it takes care of him. So he unfortunately loses all of his wizards on this attack early on, except for that 1. But it doesn't really matter. His kill squad pretty much already did what they needed to do, and they are tanking right now. So he goes ahead and drops those hogs, and drops them in a clockwise fashion, drops that 1st heal, and you'll see he drops that 2nd heal right over that other bottom left air defense to get those 2 groups of hogs that are there. Perfect placement on that 2nd spell there. He does have some pesky skeletons hitting, and he's losing a lot of hogs to spring traps, but he's got enough in there to get everything done that he needs to get done. He's only got 1 defense left, but those skeletons are killing a lot of his hogs very quickly. But, like I said, he's got just enough hogs to get the job done. He's already started his cleanup on this bottom right. Now, the only thing I would say is he probably should have dropped his wizards over on those left 2 buildings on the outside, because his hogs are not going to go out there. And with where he put them, they just got killed by that Barb King anyways. It didn't make much sense to put them there. But you'll see, it works out in the end. So that's pretty much that. GG from here on out. It's just cleanup. King goes down. And that's it. 3 stars. Boom. Okay. The next one is an attack by Z-Rich, 1 up. Now this is a Town Hall 9.5 hitting a decent Town Hall 9. Unlike some of the other bases, this one wasn't a bad Town Hall 9. At least had level 8 defenses and some level 9 level defenses. So you can see he did a lure, and lures him out to the side, and very cheaply kills the CC with just a few barbs, poison, and 3 wizards. So he does this very efficiently, and then he drops his golem on that top side, so that, yep, by that queen. Spreads out his wizards, drops his wall breakers in, and pushes into that compartment to kill the queen. She goes down, he's done his job, and he sprinkles in some early hogs here because this is a kind of wall defense, and they're all distracted right now, so why not? And he's working in a counterclockwise motion. The only thing I would say is that you have to be careful sometimes. Don't go too light on your hogs in the beginning. If you go too light, you're going to fail, especially when you have so many defenses so close by. Now, you can see he did hit an outside giant bomb there. It was a little slow on dropping that heal. Luckily, that wizard tower was not shooting at his hogs. Otherwise, he would have failed. But he's got at least 7 or 8 hogs left. And that last heal was perfect because it covered all of the defenses. And there it is. All the defenses are down. Now all he has to do is kill that king. Unfortunately, his hogs lock onto that CC instead of the king. But they turn around and eventually hit him along with the king and that golem. Now all he has is cleanup. He's still got his queen, which her the ability which he pops. And there's the 3 stars. Boom. Okay. Now, the next one I'm going to show is Jabroni. Hitting this Rush Town Hall 10. So there was a hole in this guy's base, and so Jabroni went ahead and pre-triggered all the giant bombs, which he knew from a previous attack on this base. And he drops his golems in on here on the left, creates his funnel, poisons those giants, drops in his heroes, and that's the beginning of his funnel. There's the wall breakers into that first compartment. And you'll see he dropped that jump spell right there. His heroes are entering the base, taking out defenses as they go. He still got the one golem up. The other one got absolutely destroyed by the queen, unfortunately. However, he's got a high level hero, so they'll do plenty of tanking, even without that golem being there. Now he's deploying his hogs in a counterclockwise motion. Drops their first heal over those Expos, which is smart because those are high HP, and they're taking a lot of damage right now. His queen is sticking out of that bottom left side. His hogs are staying up onto the right. He's got one more heal, and he's already pre-triggered this bomb, so he doesn't really have anything to worry about. He could have honestly just saved this heal, but better safe than sorry, I guess. But you can see he's got major overkill on those hogs. He still has to have 15, 16 hogs left here. So luckily his hogs do split here and speeds up that cleanup. But from here on out, it's GG. Good job, Jabroni. We're going to go ahead and just go ×4 through that cleanup. He does hit a giant bomb there, but it doesn't matter. Boom, 3 stars. Alright, and then the next attack that I'm going to show is one of my own. On the other Rush Town Hall 10. So I decided to do a Go Valho on this one. I started on that top side, creating a really nice wide funnel. I dropped my wizards there on the bottom. The wizards up top are taking out those defensive buildings, creating an even bigger funnel. Drop the poison on those giants. A wall breaker in through the middle, because I want my Valks to go towards that queen. Drop my Valks. They go right through that opening, because there's pretty much nowhere else for them to go. Drop my king, my heroes, and those Valks just tear through that middle. Now, I misplaced my jump. I should have waited and dropped them up top there where they finish up, but I got a little trigger happy, but it's alright, it happens. But as you can see, my Valks have already taken out half that base, so I start deploying some hogs down on the bottom, kind of in a semi counterclockwise motion. I dropped that first heal knowing that my hogs will push into it. There's a bunch of skellies there, so I dropped that poison just to take him out and slow down that king. I noticed that my hogs are pushing towards the middle, so I dropped that heal up there, forgetting that there is a giant bomb right on the other side of this cannon, and boom. Lose a few hogs there, but not too many. Lose some more there, but not too many. I have so many hogs left, luckily, though, that even though they're at low health, I'll be a-okay. So I've dropped those wizards down there at the bottom. My queen is in the middle cleaning stuff out. And it's just a matter of cleanup at this point in time. Now I will say this, I did forget to use my king's ability. And that's something you always got to be aware of, is watch your hero's health. Even as you're deploying your heals and spells, you have to watch your hero's health. But there it is, a little sloppy, but 3 stars, boom. Okay, and the last one I'm going to look at is by Bo, and he did a Go Va with a P.E.K.K.A. and a Hog CC Lure. One of the things I did tell him is when you're using something like this, there's really no need for 2 poisons, especially when he's already using the Quakes. And I also told him, I don't know why he dropped his wizards first. If he drops the golems and then drops those wizards clear out that much more, and he doesn't have to waste his Valkyries out front here cleaning out trash. But it still works out in the end. He's got so many hogs. Drops the first heal for him. The poison slows down the queen. Now, here's one of the things. He is losing a lot of Valks here. But he's got high enough level heroes that them coming in behind those Valks, that they're going to get through everything. His queen is being tanked for by that Valk and the P.E.K.K.A. out on the left. His king has that golem out in front. Those wizards are cleaning up the trash behind him. So everything's looking pretty good in the core. And once he takes out these last few defenses, it's all over. The golems are locked onto that last cannon. His P.E.K.K.A. takes out that archer tower. And that's all there is. It's just a matter of cleanup at this point in time. Because that level 11 king isn't going to do anything, especially with this queen still having her ability. So we'll go ahead and fast forward through the cleanup. And there you have it. Bow with the 3 stars. Boom. Good work, guys. Good war. Good win. It's nice sometimes when you get the mismatch in your favor. Definitely not going to complain. Oftentimes, though, we are on the bad side of a mismatch. So for once, it was nice to be on the good side of one. But good work, guys. Good war.